Alright kids, welcome back to 396 Guitars. It's very echoey in here because I'm removing everything from this room, my studio. I'm trying to talk low so it's not too echoey. We have the 100-year-old parlor guitar back on the bench today. Let's get right to it. I already started taking the clamps off, as you can see. We glued this up yesterday, put the fretboard on it. And today it's been sitting for almost 24 hours. Anyway, I'm pulling up the floor in here and putting in carpet because, damn, I make such a mess in here. So, let's take a look. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty darn good. Let me get my googly eyes out. I can live with that. I can live with that, and it's very secure. And there's no space anywhere. Very nice. Well, so far so good. The next phase, and I have my doubts, I'm going to tell you right from now. That's actually a piece of fret wire in there. I doubt very seriously that that was original to the guitar, but that's what I had in here. It came with the nut, the bridge pins, and a piece of fret wire that looks like the same fret wire. And the route that was in the actual bridge took that piece of fret wire. So we put that down in there. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to find out. I think we're going to have to shave off just a bit there. There's still some glue and wood matter. I want that to lay flat. It's kind of tilted up. Again, I don't know what we're facing here, because that looks really low. Maybe put a shim under it. There's a little bit of a gap where the nut wants to sit. I'm thinking we better fashion something to put in there. Or clean up that a little bit and get it right up close. It's very difficult to say. I'm going to pause briefly. I'm going to try to clean that up. Might be a combination of the old hide glue and who knows what else somebody might have put in there. a lot of glue, it seems like. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Still some stuff. It's just sitting out a little bit there. Don't know. It looks really low, but it's so impossible to tell if it is or not until we get strings on it and actually tune it up. I'm just going to have to take a leap of faith and glue it on there. There's not a whole lot to it. I do still have my vacuum in here. I think so. I think we glue it on there. Pause quickly, stand by. Okay, so I had off camera, I had to put a shim under there. I think this nut, it's a wooden nut. I had to build it up. I put a hardwood shim under it, glued that, cleaned up the surface on both sides, all four sides, and got it set in there where I think I'm going to be okay. We're going to mock up a set of strings on it and see where it leads. I moved the camera down because this has this classic old inverted tuners on it. I don't know what's going to happen here. But we're going to try it. These do not have a divot in them. These strings are going to not work well. I want to put metal strings on because I think that's what it's supposed to have. But I think it's supposed to be really, really, really thin metal strings. Very light gauge. I've got about as light as I can use. I'll be surprised if it works. I will be really surprised if it works. But we're going to find out together right now. We're going to find out together, one way or another. We're going to learn something new about this guitar right now. Find out together. It's pretty close. I believe I'm going to try different pins in there. They're going to be way too small. Well, it seems to be holding. donate this set of strings to it and see what happens. We'll just have to go with the flow, as it were. Interesting. All right, what's going on here? Starting to sound like a guitar. Stand by while I put the rest of the strings on. We'll get right back. So off camera, I had to do a little fiddling around with the nut. First I built it up, then I took it back down. It appeared as though it was going to be way too low, and I took my shim out and put the nut back in. Cleaned up all the surfaces and put it back in. Tuned it up, and well, things playing. And by the way, just to check, the intonation is really, really close. For an old instrument, I mean old, 100 years old, I'm pretty impressed, especially after the surgery that we did on it, you know, taking the fretboard off and reattaching it. But man, it seems like it wants to play. Action's really high. There's nothing we can do with that. You can't lower it here. I can see that the bridge is attached really well, but there's a hump here, and that's because it's not a very substantial instrument. And that's part of the reason why I think we're going to recommend that we put some nylon strings on it, just because they're less tension. It may not survive over, you know, the next 10 years with that much tension on it. Looking down to the neck, it's straight as an arrow with string tension on it and flat. If we put nylons on it, it may have a back bow. It may bring up a back bow a little bit because it won't have as much tension. But I got to tell you, for everything we did to it, you know, it's responding well. I mean, it sounds like it's playing pretty good. All right. I'm not a guitar player, but we're going to call this a success. This is as far as I'm going to go with it. I have spent a lot of time with this instrument, but it is a 100-year-old survivor that is a family heirloom, and it deserved everything that we did to it. That's it for today, folks. It's Blackjack with 396 Guitars. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your comments. Those of you that have positive comments, there's always 1 out of 1,000 that some smartass has to say something stupid, but that's the internet. We'll talk soon. Remember, if you dig what I'm doing, like and subscribe.